Welcome to another Silhouette Sunday video. This week's card has quite a few die cut pieces on it, and I used my Silhouette to fussy cut around each one of these stamps here. And this stamp set is from the I think it's called the Venice Beach add-on kit for June from Studio Calico. And what I'm doing is I'm inking up the back of the stamps so that I can stamp it onto a piece of white paper, and then I'm going to scan it into my computer so I can create cut lines for the stamps. Now I've already stamped and scanned my images, so I'm going to go to File, Open, and it's going to populate, it should be my desktop. Okay, it is my desktop. And I'm going to open this SC Word Bubbles. And it's going to import just the picture of the word bubbles. Now I'm going to have to flip this image because when I stamped it backwards so I would get a little bit of a white border. But to get cut lines, I'm going to need to trace this. So I'm going to go to the top right hand corner and go to this blue and yellow box and then click Select Trace Area. And I'm just going to draw right around it. And you're going to notice as soon as you let go, it turns yellow. Now I'm going to zoom in because everywhere you see a yellow line is where it's going to cut or where it's going to want to cut. Now, this looks pretty good, but I am going to finagle the passes just a little bit. And if I clicked trace or trace and detach, it would make a cut line right there and then a cut line right there, and I'd have an outline. But that's not what I want. I only want the outline. So I'm going to keep messing with these settings until this yellow line is as clean as I can get it on the outside. So that looks pretty good. So I'm going to hit trace. Whoops, wrong trace. See that red line on the inside? That's what I was talking about. It gave me two trace lines. So I'm just going to click undo. And I'm going to hit trace outer edge. And there are my outside lines. So I'm going to zoom out. Now it's not 100% perfect, but some of these little weird spots that dip in, the machine's not going to cut. It's just going to cut it as a straight line. So I can go ahead and highlight my black images and delete them. I'm going to highlight all of these pieces here and go to my replicate window. And I'm going to mirror right, because what I did is I stamped everything upside down. So that's a backwards image. So to get it the right way, I need to mirror it the other way around. And now I can go ahead and delete these. And I can go ahead and send this to the Silhouette. Now, this one's really funky, but it doesn't matter because I know which bubble this is and I'm not going to use it. So I'm not going to go in and finagle it. But I'm going to go ahead and send this to the Silhouette. You can see I have all the pieces to my card already cut out. I also used my Silhouette to cut out the little rectangular pieces you just saw, but I didn't show the creation of those because they're just rectangles. And in just a second, you'll see me actually start stamping the conversation bubbles. Now, you could cut each one of these out by hand, but I don't do it because I'm really bad at it. So I always use my Silhouette to fussy cut each one out and then do it. And it seems like that would be more time consuming, but usually I cut a few extra pieces and I store it with the stamp set, or I save the file. So it's always there when I go to use that stamp set in the future.